Good afternoon, children. Good afternoon. Today we are going to have our lesson with happy people. Happy people is happy people. The lesson was being written by William Ralph Ing. So, if the textbooks are there, please open with the page number of 25, and you can see what are the questions that are being written in this lesson that has been covered. So, before entering into the lesson, we are going to see the introduction of William Ralph Inge. So, what is the person about himself, and what was the introduction that we got from the story William Ralph Inge? We shall see here. William Ralph Inge. He was born in the year of 1860. So, he was born in the year of 1860 to the year of 1954. He was a renowned clergyman. He was a renowned clergyman, scholar, and social critic also. So he was a, just see what are the things that William Ralph Inge, he was being seen with that one. William Ralph Inge, he was a renowned clergy man. So you know already, I think, who is the person who, what are the things that are going to be done in the churches there. So the, we can call that person as a clergyman. Not only that, clergyman, scholar, and social critic. He studied and worked in distinguished colleges. He studied and worked also. So he also studied, he also worked in distinguished colleges which are there in Oxford and Cambridge. So you can see where are the identification colleges are being there. There he has been worked out, that are there in Oxford and Cambridge University. He was a prolific writer. He was a prolific writer, and he was well known for his philosophy. So he was well known for his views of philosophy and Christian mysticism. So you can see what are the things that he has been given in the, mostly you can see under these churches there, where the philosophies and Christian mysticism were being there. His writings were popular and had an impact in his time. So his writings were popular there and had an impact in his time. Some of his ideas remain relevant, and some of his ideas were remain relevant there, and extremely valuable for all generations. You can see what are his ideas that are being there. Those are being taken under the having of the recognition of the ideas which are being very valuable for all generations. His craftsmanship in writing is impressive. His craftsmanship is impressive, and many of his sayings are used as popular quotations. And you can see many of his sayings means many of his words, or many of his useful words which are being given by these person are again popularly known as these quotations there. So again, what are the points which are being? So totally, William Ralph Inge is a renowned clergyman, scholar, social critic. Not only that, he studied in the distinguished colleges of these Oxford and Cambridge University. He was a prolific writer and is also well known for his views on philosophy and Christian mysticism there. His writings were popular and had a great impact in his time. So, during his time, he had been given with the good impact of the time of the writings which has been given there, and some of the ideas remain relevant there. Some of his ideas remain relevant and extremely valuable for all generations. And you can see they are very extremely valuable for all generations. His craftsmanship in writing is impressive, and many of his sayings are used as popular quotations. And many of his sayings are used as popular quotations. Then, when we are going to come into the lesson of these happy people, you can see William in William Ralph Inge explores the question of what makes a people happy. So, William Inge explores the question of what makes people happy and who are considered to be happy people. And you can see who are considered as the happy people. He writes that some consider the young as the happiest one. So some people are considered, then they are saying that some consider the young as the happiest and others opine old that old age is when people are happy and content, referring to the endless discussion on whether the state of being unmarried or married, or whether the religion or charity any bearing on a person's happiness. Inge makes his famous statement. The happiest people seem to those who have no particular cause for being the happiest except that they are so there. His essay suggests that the faith and the trust in the God enhance the state of happiness. So you can see that William Inge explores that he is giving the question. So he questions of what makes people happy. So he is giving the question again to the people itself, that what makes people happy and who are considered as the happiest people. Then now itself you can say the example. You can say, you can take with the example there that whoever are the people in the country or the state are very happy there. So, like that, whoever are considered as to be the happiest one. He writes he writes again that the consideration of the young people are the happiest. He says that not only these, the young people are the happiest, others than the old age people. When people are happy and content, referring to the endless discussion whether the state of being unmarried or married, either with the religion or charity, has any bearing on a person's happiness there. Then Inge makes a statement that the happiest people seem to be those who have no particular cause for being happy except the fact they are so. His essay suggests that faith, trust in God enhances the one's state of happiness there. So you are going to see who is the person who is going to feel that this is the person who enjoys or who is going to exhibit the one's state of happiness in himself. Then we shall see whatever the terms which are going to be entering into the which are going to enter into the difficult words that make into the lesson of our procedure there. So the glossary of the words which are being given. First one we are going to see with the word of American War. So the American War is nothing but this is the war which took place in the year of 1755 to 1783. So this is the American Revolution War which has been taken in the year of 1755 to 1783. Then this was a fought between Great Britain and the United States of America. So this was a fought between the between the states of Britain and the American states of America there. So and after later it was later declared the independence from the former there. So see the American War of the Years there. It was took place in the year of 1775 to 1783, and the fought between these Great Britain and the United States of America. After latter, so LATTAR latter declared that its independence from the former there. And you can see Boswell, this Scottish writer, you can see he is the person Boswell, James Boswell is the person in the year of 1740 to 95. He was best known. He was best known for his biography and Samuel Johnson there. So Boswell was well known for his best known biography of Samuel Johnson there. And Bulstrode and Whitelock. So Bulstrode Whitelock is nothing but he is an English lawyer and parliamentarian. So this Whitelock and Bulstrode is the person you can see. He was a English lawyer and parliamentarian. So in the year of 1605 to 75, and you can see the calamity. What is calamity? A great disaster of misfortune. So you can see the calamity means the disaster. So which can be happened with the having of unexpectedly or misfortune there. Canon Streeter there. Though you can see now Canon Streeter, a scholar and writer on theological subjects. So Canon Streeter is a scholar and a writer on theological subjects there. So he is a scholar and a writer on theological subjects, which was being given and died in the year of 1937. Then you can see Kant. Kant is nothing but this is the sincere, yes. Kant is nothing but sincere talk, sincere. You can see sincere there, insincere. You can see that talk means insincere unnecessarily. You can see insincere there. And commonwealth, here the proud or the period, commonwealth period is here, the period of 1649 to 1653, when England was governed as a republic. So this is the commonwealth, the period has been given 1649 to the date of 1653. So when England was governed as a republic country day. So these can be taken as commonwealth. The period commonwealth means the period which is going to describe in the year of 1649 to 1653. And dejection, lowness of spirits, and depression or melancholy. So this dejection is nothing but your lowness of spirits, depression and melancholy. And depression, now you can see the dejection is the lowness of spirits given, and this depression can be taken as the condition of feeling of sad or despondent. So this depression also you can take that the condition of feeling or sad, and that despondent is being given. Then one more person, that is Dr. Johnson, English poet, essayist, critic, lexicographer, and this is the person Samuel Johnson in the year of 1709 to 84. So that is the thing, you can see what it is going to be happen there. That can be taken as your Dr. Johnson, and you can also call him as the English poet, essayist, critic, lexicographer, and Samuel Johnson. This person was being taken in the year of 1709, means 1709 to 84. He was living in his his period was started in the year of 1709 to 84 there. Then you can see Gaiety, G-A-I-E-T-Y, Gaiety means being cheerful. In the other sense, you can talk that as happy. Then grievous, causing grief, sorrow, and pain. You can see this grievous, causing grief means sorrow or unhappy, or you can go towards to the pain. Hilarity, great amusement. Hilarity means great amusement. And intermiddle, that intermiddle you can see interfere in something which is not one's concern there. Intermediate, you can say that this is not considered or this is not one's concern there, that can be taken into as intermiddle. Justifiable, something that can be shown as a reasonable and right there. And something justifiable means something that can be shown as reasonable and right. Jutland, so that Jutland is a peninsula comprising the continental portion of Denmark. You can see that peninsula comprising the continental portion of Denmark. A major naval battle took place near Jutland between these Britain and German fleets there. So you can see here a peninsula containing this comprising of the continental portion of Denmark and major naval battle, and this is a major naval battle took place near Jutland between the British and German fleets in 1916. Lunatic means an insane person. Lunatic means an insane person, means who is not in a period of these habitual of going a person in these pilgrimage or service there. So that person can be called as the insane person, that is completely different from these inhabiled person. Monastery, melancholy there. A gloomy state of mind, especially when habitual or prolonged. When habitually or prolonged there. Monastery, the residence of a religious community. So you can see the residence of a religious community, such as monks living in seclusion from the society and bound by religious vows. And this is the monastery, means monastery, the religious community where these monks live, and this also been given with the seclusion bound from the society, owing many religious vows there. So that can also be seen with the saying of monastery, or you can see these sadhus and pilgrimages of the people here. Monk, a man who has withdrawn from the world for religious reasons. A man who has withdrawn. Monk is a person, a man who has withdrawn with the world of religious regions and lives under vows of poverty or chastity and obedience there. And you can see this monk is a person who has withdrawn from the world of religious reasons there.
20 minutes.
This can be taken as these reasons and lives under the vows of poverty there. So that poverty and chastity and obedience can be taken them. And Napoleon is a person that is French military and political leader. So this Napoleon Bonaparte, you can see he is a military French military person and also a political leader. So you can call that person as the Napoleon Bonaparte in the year of 1769 to 1821 there. So you can call him as the Napoleon Bonaparte. Nunnery. Nunnery means a building or a group of building for nuns. So I think you can better know of these nuns. Who are nuns? For example, you can see that the ladies or the people who has sacrificed their lives for the societal works or which follows the truths helping for serving the poor there. Then those can be called as your nuns, and the that can be taken into as the building for these people can be taken as nuns, nunnery. Omnious. Omnious means a feeling that evil is going to be happen soon. Omnibus or omnious there, that a feeling that something evil is going to happen soon. You can see parlor maid. What is that again?
Good morning, children. Good morning. So, as part of the lesson, we are going to continue the lesson with Shakespeare.
A maid who takes a care of parlor answers the door, waits and guesses. So you can see the parlor maid there. A maid who takes care of parlor. It's coming. Continue. You can see that a feeling that something. You can say that a maid who takes care of parlor answers the door and waits for guests there. Prone, having a natural inclination or tendency, having a natural inclination or tendency to something there. Punny, small, tiny or insignificant there. Then rhetorical of a question asked in order to produce an effect or make a statement rather than to elicit information there. So rhetorical means rhetorical. You can say that it is also asked in order to produce an effect or make a statement there. You can see what is the thing that is going to be happen with the statement rather than to elicit any or to recite any information there. Robert Browning. Robert Browning is an English poet and a playwright in the year of 1812 to 1889 there. Sadhu Sundar Singh, he is also an Indian Christian missionary in the year of 1889 to 1929. Sermon on the Mount, a famous person that Jesus Christ preached to his disciples. Sermon on the Mount, you can see that a famous sermon means that Jesus Christ preached to his disciples there. Then you can say the word sloth, that is laziness. Solomon, then you can see now the word Solomon arrives, a king of Israel, famous for his wisdom and wealth. So you can see that Salman Raj, you can say Salman Raj is the king of Israel, famous for his wisdom and wealth. So that in the year of Sikka, that period is 990 to 931 BCE. So you can see the period of the person of Sulman Raj is the person BCE in the era of 990 to 931. Then Spinoza, Spinoza there. So you can see Spinoza, Dutch philosopher, or Baro Spinoza. You can see he is a Spinoza means a Dutch philosopher. Baro Spinoza there, who greatly influenced by Western thought. This Spinoza, you can say he is a Dutch philosopher. Then you can call that person as Spinoza there, and he is a Dutch philosopher, and Baro Spinoza there, who greatly influenced Western thought. A spinster, an elderly, unmarried woman. So that spinster, you can say that an elderly, unmarried woman. You can say that she is a spinster there. Spur, anything that urges someone to act speedily or achieve something. So that is spur there. Anything that urges someone to act speedily and or achieve something. So that can be taken as spur. Spur, you understood? Anything that urges someone to act speedily or achieve something. Susceptible, easily influenced or affected. You can see that susceptible, easily influenced or affected. Temperament. Temperament means the nature of a person, the combination of the mental, physical and emotional traits of a person. She's getting a laugh for me. Arja. Temperament here. The nature of a person, the combination of mental, physical and emotional traits of a person. The Hague, a city in the Netherlands which houses the Dutch government and parliament.
Indeed.
So the Hague, the city of Netherlands in the houses of the Dutch government and parliament there. And turbulence, state of conflict or confusion. Turbulence, state of conflict or confusion. Vapid there, dull, without life and energy. Vex, to annoy. So we shall have the glossary of the terms. In these, the words are being given in this lesson of the happy people. Just before entering into the lesson, we shall have what will be the opinion or the things that makes one happy day. So that you should have to take into the consideration of your opinion that make one happy, and anyone also you can take that who is always happy or who is always sad, and what will be the reasons of both happiness and sorrowfulness or even the sad. You should have to find out the reasons of both things, where you are going to see with the happy events or the happy things and the depression there. And for the reason contentment or depression, you can see what are the things that you are going to find out with happy and always sad there. And if you were granted the wish, then what will be the wish that should be asked for. You should have to note down the thing why it was being given to the granted permission for wishing, and what would you ask for should also be given there, and that can be taken into these, and you can see what are the events or what are the things that go upon them. So these are the things which makes the statements along with the lesson of the happy people who can run there, and also you can see what is the thing that is being produced from the knowing of the lines of the poem there. So we shall have the continuation of the lesson in the next session.